I'd say a couple years ago, I was thinking going into business, entrepreneurship, looking at different options that I had because I didn't really want to work a job, but at the same time, I didn't really want to get a career or work for somebody else or kind of just work at all. And that made me realize that what I actually would have preferred is working for myself. Now, I didn't necessarily want to work for myself, but that was the better option out of all of them. And so, while I was learning my high income skill around 4 years ago, I was flirting with the idea of business, and I understood a concept that came from me talking to a lot of different people and listening to a lot of different people. And one of these people kept telling me, hey, motivation is completely useless because when you actually think about it, the guy who is disciplined is always going to beat the guy who is motivated, because the guy who is disciplined takes action regardless of how he feels, compared to the guy who's only doing something whenever he feels like doing it, which is motivation. And so I wanted to make a video on this topic because I know there's a lot of people out there that think to themselves, should I just do things when I feel motivated, or should I be disciplined? What should I prioritize? What should I do? And how should I do it? Well, I'm going to clear up everything very simply, okay? When I first started, I needed discipline because I had no clue how to get done the things I wanted to get done. So I needed to take advantage of as much time as I possibly could. And what does that mean? That means I needed to become disciplined enough in order to use the time I had at my disposal in order to get more things done. Now, when you start off with this, usually what ends up happening is you become one of two people. Either you only work when you feel motivated, or you only work because you're disciplined. And so you kind of feel like shit all the time, but at the same time, you know what needs to get done. I've actually found a third option. I've found a third option, which is basically do things in a disciplined way, but do it motivated. And do it as much as you can motivated. Because there are two kinds of motivation. There's external motivation, so people telling you like, yeah, you can do it. Come on, man. Like, let's go. Let's do this. Like, you can do this. You're the best. And then internal motivation, which is what happens in here, which is your internal monologue of thinking, okay, I'm able to do this. And you just psych yourself up, like you motivate yourself, right? So those are the two types of motivation. And by combining those two and remaining disciplined is what has allowed me over the past 4 years to completely transcend the person I was before. So I went from playing video games all day. This is who I was before. Playing video games all day, not having a clue where I was going, had no aspirations, no dream, no thing I was working towards, no goals, no future defined, really, no clue what I wanted to do. I just wanted to play video games, chill out, spend time with family, and never really cared about anything. Until one day, I was like, you know what, this needs to change. I need to figure out something somehow, because I feel depressed right now. I feel like I need to get done something more, right? And this is where depression comes. Depression comes from a lack of drive, a lack of purpose, a lack of meaning in your life. And so you feel depressed, and so you get pushed by your own mind in order to go do things. That is what depression serves as. And so I combined everything over the course of 4 years, going from playing video games all day, being a loser, fat, overweight, over 100 kilos, which is like maybe like, it's actually like quite a lot. I think it's like 225 pounds or something like that, something more than that actually. And I was like, you know what, this needs to change. Like I would look at myself in the mirror and I would hate myself. And so I decided to change over the course of 4 years and create my own business, learn a high income skill, make my first money ever online with it, not have to work for anybody else, and instead become a partner in different businesses. My business is now a B2B. I help businesses, I provide service to businesses in order to help them grow their business, make more money, get more clients through the door by understanding everything and helping them in a strategic way. And so basically just taking full ownership and control of my time in order to be as disciplined as possible was a step that was necessary in order to become that person, right? I've been able to do so many things, not only in a lot of different areas. I've been able to go to the gym every single day for the past 4 years. I've been able to, and if I couldn't go to a gym per se, I would always find a way to exercise. Like there's always the floor. You can do some push-ups on the floor. You can go for a run outside. And if you feel sick, you can still do something at home, okay? Now, I heavily recommend not working out when you're sick, but if you have principles to uphold that you absolutely need to uphold above your recovery, then I would heavily recommend doing it anyway. Because I work out every single day, even if if I feel a little bit sick, I still do it anyway. Because to be perfectly honest with you, I don't feel sick anymore. Like ever since I've started taking like extreme care of my health, if I go to the gym every single day, if I eat good food, if I go to the hot pool, to go in the sauna, the spa, and the steam room, that is for a reason. Like all of those things, like hot, cold therapy, all of these things, they're all training my body in order to help me prevent sickness. And so I think the last time I was sick was probably like over a year ago. And you're not supposed to be sick, right? You only are sick because if you eat bad food, if you don't exercise, if you don't take care of your body, then you get sick. Because sickness basically arrives only when your body is in a state of weakness. So that's what you need to keep in mind. Now, going back to motivation and discipline, I stopped chasing motivation a long time ago. Now, motivation is a very useful tool, but you need to be aware of it because it works very similarly like sugar crashes, for instance. Sugar crashes, what ends up happening is if you've ever eaten a bunch of fruit or drank a bunch of orange juice or eaten candy in a very short period of time, what ends up happening is you feel super energetic for like 5 minutes, and then the next 10 minutes you just go crash and you feel super tired. So that's basically what happens. Now, this is the same thing with motivation. If you intake something that is extremely motivating and you use that over a short period of time, you're gonna end up crashing lower below baseline, just like the sugar did. That's what happened to me personally. Every single time I go over something that makes me super mega motivated, and then I start getting to work and like I'm super productive for like an hour or two, and then after that I just feel like it's like, use it sparingly, but don't use it all the time, or else you're gonna feel like it doesn't really have an effect on your mind anymore. It's kind of like energy drinks. If you drink energy drinks every single day, you're gonna see that it doesn't work anymore. You've become tolerant to it. Your body has become tolerant to the caffeine that is inside the energy drink. And so whatever you do, you need to stop taking the energy drink if you really want to get back that first high, like energy high that you used to get whenever you got the energy drink in the first place. So you really need to think for yourself, how can I use motivation as efficiently as possible. Now, this is what I do. The only source of motivation that I use probably comes in the form of music. That's probably the only external source of motivation that I have. Because internally, I think about a lot of things. Like, I think about my family, I think about my goals, my future, my aspirations, my dreams, and all of these things are things that I think about on a constant day-to-day basis, which is, since it's internal, it allows me to stay disciplined because I know I'm doing this for a reason. That's why internal motivation is more powerful than external motivation. But at the end of the day, if you combine both of them and you are disciplined, you have all the cards in your hand in order to get done as many things as you can and as many things as you want on a day-to-day basis. Right now, I know I'm not doing as much as I could be doing, and that's what I push every day. I do my best every day in order to do more actions, do more. Because I know nobody's going to do it for me. So I'm the only one that has to do it. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to come save me. Nobody's going to come fix my life. Nobody's going to come solve all of my problems. I'm the only one that's going to do that. So in that case, I need to be able to attack every day as much possible time, effort, and energy in my hands as possible in order to get things done. That's what I'm talking about. It's like every single day I wake up and sometimes I don't feel motivated to get out of bed. And then I pause for a second and I think to everything that I need to do and everything that I need to get done today. And I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm doing this because my goals are more important. And then I get out of bed, I take a shower, and then I get to work. Very simple, very straightforward. Now, there are things that you can do in order to stay disciplined and motivated much easier. One of those things is keeping high energy. I've made a video on this topic quite a while back. I've been posting videos every single day over the past few months. So if you want to go check that out, I might link it in the description as well if you want. Basically, if you're always high energy, you will always want to get things done all the time. This is me. Like every single day, I go out there, and I used to be the shy, introverted kid that wanted to just spend all of his time at home and not go outside and not talk to people. And now I actually want to go outside and talk to people. Like, I feel bad staying indoors now. That's how changed I have. So, in that case, if you are high energy, you are able not only to be internally motivated, but you're also externally motivated by the people around you. The other thing with being high energy, which is good, is you attract other people who are high energy as well. And this is very important because if you surround yourself with people that are high energy, high output, highly disciplined, you'll always have good outcomes come to you. Because when you are surrounded by those people, it benefits your environment and it makes it easier not only for that external motivation, but that internal motivation, and to stay disciplined in order to achieve what it is you want to achieve. It's very simple. Basically what you do, this is what I've been doing. Basically what I've been doing is I've been surrounding myself with people like-minded, like me, who want more, who want to be driven, who want to be ambitious, who have dreams, aspiration, goals, who are at a very young stage in your life, in their early 20s, early teens, or even around their 30s, who want something more, who want to get more things done, who want to succeed more, who want to get more things done, push more, acquire more, succeed more, get more respect from others, become a greater person, a greater character. Like at the end of the day, you know when in a video game you die, like it's like hardcore mode, like you die and your character gets deleted, you still see the spreadsheet at the end of the day of what you achieved. You can see the stats, right? That's what I want. I want a very, very, very good spreadsheet when I'm done. That keeps me moving forward at the end of the day. Because that's what I used to do in the video games. So it has just transitioned that from video games to real life. It's made everything much more simple, you know? So that's what I wanted to talk about today. If you don't feel motivated to do something, you need to be disciplined to understand, I need to get this done. Like if you have a specific goal or a specific outcome or a specific dream that you would like to succeed in, but in that case, you need to understand nobody's going to do it for you, and you're the only one that is going to be able to take action towards building that. By taking complete and utter ownership of that dream of yours, you are able to make much, much more progress towards it than somebody who doesn't. You have two options. Either every single Christmas you set New Year's resolutions, and then after 2-3 weeks into the new year you just forget about them, or you write it down on a piece of paper, your dream, your goal, your aspiration, your number one overarching aspiration, and you work on it, and you wake up every single day and you remember, this is what I'm working towards. So today I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Even if I feel tired, I'm going to do it anyway. And there you go. And you take action every single day like I did over the past day, month, year. Doesn't matter. Just more. You have a finite amount of time, so you need to use it efficiently if you want to succeed. Being motivated is useful, but it is not the goal. The goal is using the motivation to achieve things. And if you don't have any motivation, then I recommend changing your environment, because when you're in the right environment, I made a couple of videos on this subject actually. When you're in the right environment, you're able to be more disciplined easier, more motivated easier. Everything gets easier in the right environment. If you're surrounded by the right people, it makes everything easier. If you're surrounded by the right elements, the right culture, the right people, the right things, it just makes everything easier. So just think to yourself, what can I change in my environment right now to make me more motivated and more disciplined, and make it easier on me? And then you'll know what to do. And with that said, I appreciate every single one of you guys watching until the end of the video. As per usual, I post videos every single day to this channel. I'm trying to reach as many people as I can to just spread some advice, spread some helpful knowledge. I guess I'm a bit of a young person, but from the life experience that I've learned, I wanted to give back to other people. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, stick around for the next video tomorrow. And yeah, it's time to get back to work. And if anybody's actually watching this video that's interested in doing business with me, feel free to reach out, leave a comment on any video. I don't care. If you want to make a, I don't know if I have the community software. I don't know if this, no, it's not the software, it's the feature. There you go. It's the feature. I don't know if I have a community feature yet, but if you want to leave a comment, if you want to reach out, I do think I have my email in my bio, but I could be wrong. I may have my Instagram in there. So if you want to reach out in there, that's completely fine. I'm happy to have a conversation with you. Otherwise, with that said, it's a beautiful day, so it's time to get back to work, and I will see you in the next one tomorrow. See ya.